Hello everyone, welcome back to Stock Market Meridian. Today is Friday, June 5th, 2026, and you are watching today's post-market report. The markets actually opened with a slight gap up this morning, giving investors some early hope. However, the momentum could not hold, and we closed the day in the negative zone, down nearly 0.2%. Let's dive straight into our absolute headline story for the day. The massive outcome from the RBI Monetary Policy Committee meeting. Reserve Bank of India is pulling out all the stops to aggressively bring US dollars into the country. In a major policy shift, they have opened up all new 15 years, 30 years, and 40 years government securities to foreign investors under the fully accessible rule. But that's not all. The RBI is actively subsidizing hedging costs for public sector banks and incentivizing corporate external commercial borrowings. Analysts are already running the numbers, estimating this single, highly coordinated push could bring a 20 to 30 billion dollar into our financial system by September 30th. Now let's talk interest rates. The Monetary Policy Committee, led by the governor, just wrapped up its 3 days meeting. The RBI decided to keep the benchmark repo rate unchanged at 5.25%, which perfectly aligns with what most economists were predicting. While our domestic demand and manufacturing sector remain highly resilient, the governor did not mince words. He warned that the global economic environment has severely deteriorated due to the ongoing West Asia conflicts and supply route disruption. Because of this elevated energy and input cost, the RBI has pushed its financial year 2027 inflation projection up to 5.1%. Beyond the main rate decision, there are three more quick fire updates from the RBI that you should absolutely need to know. First, RBI is firmly moving ahead with the strict bank lending rules for proprietary trading. Commenting on this, HDFC Securities has issued a warning, stating this move could drop trading volume on the BSE and MCX by 10 to 12%. Second, despite intense market rumors, the governor explicitly confirmed that the RBI has not sold any gold. In fact, our national gold holdings have marginally risen. Third, India might be getting a currency makeover. The RBI is officially considering a proposal for polymer note currency. It's still in the early stages, but it's a massive technological shift to watch. Now, trying to this, Prime Minister Narendra Modi cabinet has rolled out a direct strategy to make India debt market incredible attractive to global money. Previously, foreign investors had to shell out a 12.5% long-term capital gain tax on bonds held over a year, plus a heavy 20% withholding tax on interest earned. On that, the government has completely exempted them from both the tax on interest income and any capital gain from selling or transferring these government bonds. And here is the real kicker. This game-changing tax exemption is not just for the future. It applies retrospectively starting right from April 1st, 2026. My takeaway is, while this tax exemption is great for bonds, it won't entirely halt the FIS outflow from the equities. Foreign institutional investors are hunting for an STT, Security Transaction Tax exemption. And frankly, Indian retail investors and DIS are also eagerly waiting for the exact same relief too. Now shifting our focus to global macros, could we finally be looking at a concerned timeline to end the war in Ukraine? Ukraine President Zelensky has just issued a direct open letter to Vladimir Putin, proposing to set a definitive date to end the conflict. Zelensky stated that Ukraine is ready for a full ceasefire during the negotiation and an all-for-all prisoner exchange. However, he heavily insisted that the US and Europe must remain a core part of the peace process. So, how is Russia responding? President Vladimir Putin made his stance crystal clear on who he wants broking this deal. He completely rejects that European Union has a mediator, flatly stating that European Union is simply not neutral. Instead, Putin is looking directly towards Washington. He explicitly noted that Donald Trump sincerely wants to settle the conflict and that Trump's proposal could serve as the actual basis for a sustainable peace agreement. So, while Ukraine pushes for an immediate timeline with the Western backing, Russia is completely bypassing Europe to focus heavily on a potential complete framework. Now, moving back to corporate news. Indian IT giant Wipro is currently facing a formal police investigation. A former employee has leveled serious allegation against the company, triggering an official investigation by the Pune police. The controversy stems from the ex-employee claiming that she was subjected to severe religious harassment during her tenure at the workplace, drawing immediate parallels in the market to the previous TCS religious harassment controversy. According to that complaint, senior Wipro officials reportedly failed to act on her grievances, eventually leading to what she claims was a forced resignation. In response to the escalating situation, Wipro has issued a formal statement confirming that it is fully cooperating with the Pune police. The tech major reiterated its strict zero tolerance policy towards any form of workplace misconduct, discrimination, or harassment. As the authorities dig deeper, this case is turning the spotlight back on the corporate grievance mechanism across the IT sector. Before we get into our next massive set of stock specific updates, if you are finding this breakdown helpful, please smash the like button right now. And remember, I upload this pre-market report every single morning before the opening bell and post-market report right after the closing bell. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell icon so you never miss a market moving updates. Now coming back to the updates, there is a massive energy news today. State-owned Oil India Limited has officially confirmed a significant discovery of natural gas in the highly anticipated Andaman Shallow offshore block. The natural gas presence was found in the company's third exploratory well, named Vijayapuram 3. Initial production testing has successfully confirmed viable gas production, and a comprehensive appraisal program is already begun, initiated following a second successful well discovered in the area. This is a massive milestone for the India's domestic energy security. Next, Ambuja Cement has officially cleared a massive regulatory hurdle for its expansion plans. The company has secured officially NODs from both the BSC and NSC for its merger with Orient Cements. On top of that, it secured a non-adverse observation tag from BSC and a no objection certificate from NSC for its merger with ACC. This completely clears the runway for massive consolidated in the cement sector. Next, the automotive giant Maruti Suzuki is making a massive pivot into renewable energy by aggressively expanding its biogas capacity. Maruti has announced it will invest a 925 crores by financial year 2031 purely for green energy initiatives. As part of this push, they are set to commissioning their massive 10 tons per day Karkoda biogas plant right in financial year 2027. Next, Alembic Pharma has just locked in a crucial regulatory victory in the US market. The company has officially received US FDA final approval to the market its haloperidol tablets, which are highly critical therapeutic medicines used primarily to treat psychotic disorders. This final note gives Alembic a major financial boost in the US healthcare space. Next, Sham Metallics dropped its May business updates, revealing strong growth metrics alongside shifting products volumes. In the steel segment, stainless steel sales volume hit 7,367 metric tons, marking a 5.3 year-on-year growth. Even better, their average steel realization skyrocketed a massive 32.1% to 1.81 lakh per metric ton. On the flip side, their aluminum foil sales volume dipped 16.8% to 1570 metric tons. Through the blow was average realizations growing 9.8% to 4.95 lakh per metric tons. Higher realization across the board, single strong margin potential here. Next, the Tata Communication has reported a fire incident at one of its leased facility in New Delhi. Fortunately, the company confirmed that the fire was quickly brought completely under control and there was absolutely no loss of life. To pretend network disruption, the Tata Communication immediately activated its business continuity protocols, ensuring customer care services remain entirely uninterrupted. Next, the BHL has officially received a notification of award for a massive energy procurement and construction package for a 3 unit 800 megawatt supercritical thermal power project in Uttar Pradesh. The absolute highlight here is the total size of the contract, over 21,000 crores. BHL will handle everything from design to commissioning over a 70 months execution timeline. Next, HCC has secured a brand new international contract today, bagging a 127 crores contract from Wangchu Hydroelectric Power Limited in Bhutan. They will handle critical diversion works, including construction division tunnels and cofferdams. This project has a tight 9 years completion timeline, and it's built on HCC massive legacy of building 26% of India's total installed hydropower capacity. Next, we save the most mind-blowing stock update for the last. Small cap company Blue Spring Enterprises Limited has just secured an order that it's nearly double its entire market valuation. Let's look at the numbers. Blue Spring has a market capitalization of around 1200 crores. Its wholly owned step-down subsidiary just bagged a massive 2049 crores contract. This order comes from Valco from the comprehensive operation and maintenance for their 1740 megawatt power plant for a total of 60 months. Starts from July 1st, 2026. Securing a multi-year revenue pipeline that completely drops your own market cap is an absolute game changer for a small cap player. So those are the critical market moving updates you need to know. As we wrap up the week, what's your thoughts on Oil India's gas discovery or Blue Spring massive contract? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Have a fantastic weekend, everyone. Take some rest, and I will see you right back here on Monday morning for our pre-market report video before the opening bell. Until then, signing off. Bye bye. Jai Hind.